I came home early and caught my wife laughing with her friends about her affair. Hey Reddit, throw RA here. I never thought I'd be posting here, but here I am, hoping that by typing this out, I'll find some kind of sense or maybe just someone who gets it. I, 34M, have been married to Anna, 32F, for 6 years. We've been that couple in our group, the ones who host board game nights, bring wine to everything, and are annoyingly in sync with our inside jokes. At least, that's how I thought it was. Lately, though, something's been off. Anna's always been social, brunches, girls' nights, book clubs. I thought they were book clubs. But over the last 2 months, she's gotten secretive. Her phone became glued to her hand. She laughs at texts she won't show me. She started hanging out with her friend group more. Julia, her best friend, brutally honest. Steph, quiet, always a bit awkward. And Megan, the wild card. I chalked it up to work stress or girl stuff. Classic, right? Friday, I was supposed to stay late for a project deadline. But a client bailed, so I grabbed flowers and decided to surprise Anna, figured she deserved it after her rough week. I parked down the block, thinking I'd catch her binging some trash TV, maybe get a smile. I never expected what I heard as I reached our front door. I was still fumbling with the flowers when I heard laughter echoing from inside. Anna's laugh, high and carefree, then Julia's, then Megan's. Their voices drifted through the cracked kitchen window. I should have just walked in, right? But then I heard my name, sharp as a knife. Megan, does he have any idea at all? I mean, you're an actual spy, Anna. Anna, through giggles. He's clueless. Honestly, if he ever found out about me, and Julia cut her off with a gasp. Don't even say it. You're bad. Poor guy's probably planning your anniversary. Then, Anna, my Anna, laughed and said, he's so sweet, but he'd never understand. It's not like it means anything. It's just fun, you know. Another burst of laughter. I stood there, pressed flat against the door, my heart pounding so loud I thought they might hear it. I felt like I was floating outside my own life, watching someone else's world fall apart. I should have barged in. I didn't. I backed away and crouched behind the bushes, my mind racing. Who was me and fun with who? And why did they all sound so damn casual about it, like cheating was an inside joke? I waited, numb, until their laughter faded. My hands were shaking so badly that the flowers nearly fell apart. My first instinct was denial. Maybe I'd misheard. Maybe it was some twisted joke. But deep down, I already knew the truth. My life had split, right there on the front steps, into before and after. I wish I could say I stormed in, called her out, and got answers. But the reality? I sat in my car for nearly an hour, replaying their words over and over. Was I going crazy? Maybe I misunderstood. Anna had never even hinted she'd do something like this. When I finally went inside, Anna and her friends were on the couch, faces flushed from laughter. The air reeked of Prosecco and some new expensive candle. Anna jumped up to hug me, a little too cheerfully, a little too loudly. Hey, you're home early. What a surprise. She kissed my cheek, soft, normal. No guilt, no sign of anything wrong. Her friends barely glanced at me. Megan smirked. Julia avoided my eyes. Steph, quiet, always on her phone, gave me a small, almost sad smile. I felt like I was missing something everyone else knew. The whole night, I went through the motions. I laughed, poured drinks, and answered questions. But inside, I was dissecting everything. The way Anna gripped her wine glass, Megan's sly glances, Julia's nervous giggles. That night in bed, Anna fell asleep instantly. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, listening to her even breathing, trying to convince myself I was paranoid. But once you hear something like that, you can't unhear it. The seed was planted, and by morning, it was already growing into something ugly and relentless. A need to know the truth, no matter how much it hurt. I tried to shake it off, tried to act normal. But once suspicion takes root, it colors everything. Every text Anna sent, every late-night giggle, every unexplained errand. It all started looking suspicious. That week, I found myself watching her like a stranger. She changed her phone password. She turned her screen away when I walked by. She started going out more, saying she was just with the girls. Once, I caught a snippet of her on the phone, voice low, "Don't text me now. He's home." My stomach twisted. Still, I told myself I was losing it, until Steph texted me late one night. "Hey, are you okay? You seemed off at dinner. If you ever need to talk." That was all she wrote, but it felt loaded, like she knew more than she could say. Steph and I were never close. Why reach out now? One night, Anna left her laptop open in the kitchen. I stared at it for a long time before giving in. Guilt was eating me alive, but so was the need to know. In her Facebook DMs, I found a thread with Megan and Julia. The latest message from Anna. I honestly can't believe we pulled it off last night. If he ever finds out about Alex, I'm dead. Alex. The name hit me like a truck. Alex was one of our oldest mutual friends, someone I trusted, played pickup soccer with, and invited for beers. The puzzle pieces snapped together. My hand shook as I scrolled, heart pounding, looking for more. The more I read, the sicker I felt. Anna's messages were full of inside jokes and code words, but the truth bled through. Megan and Julia egged her on, laughing about how easy it was to keep up appearances. There were references to nights out, hotel rooms, times when Anna told me she was at yoga or catching up with Steph. But Alex, my friend, I couldn't process it. I remembered all the times we'd hung out together, the group photos, his stupid jokes at my birthday party. I saw him just last week, laughing and talking with Anna like nothing was wrong. I screenshotted everything. My mind was buzzing. Rage, heartbreak, humiliation. I wanted to confront Anna right then, but I couldn't. I needed more. I needed to know if I was the last to find out. The next day, I called Steph, my voice shaking. She hesitated, then finally said, "I'm sorry, I never wanted to be in the middle, but you deserve the truth." She confirmed it. Anna and Alex had been hooking up for months. Julia and Megan covered for them. Steph tried to talk Anna out of it, but Anna didn't listen. I felt like the ground had been pulled out from under me. Everything, my marriage, my friendships, suddenly looked fake. But the worst part? I realized I was still hoping for some explanation that would make it all less ugly. I couldn't pretend anymore. That evening, my heart pounding, I asked Anna to sit down. She looked worried for the first time in weeks. I said, "I know about you and Alex." Her face went blank, then red, then pale. "What are you talking about?" she whispered. I showed her the screenshots. At first, she tried to lie. "You're misinterpreting. Those are just jokes. You know how Megan is." But when I mentioned Steph had told me everything, Anna cracked. She started crying, big, theatrical tears. "I'm sorry, I never meant to hurt you. It just happened. You were always working, and I felt alone, and Alex was there." Her words blurred together, excuses tumbling over each other. Julia and Megan just wanted me to have fun, to feel alive again. I wasn't trying to replace you, I swear. Please, don't tell anyone. Don't blow this up. I stared at her numb. For a second, I almost believed her. But then the anger hit me. You let them laugh at me. You lied every day. And Alex? He was my friend. Anna sobbed harder, reaching for my hand, but I pulled away. That night, I texted Alex, "We need to talk." Now, I also messaged Julia and Megan, "Stay away from me and don't contact Anna for a while. You've done enough." Everything shattered, my marriage, my friendships, my sense of reality. And it was just getting started. Word spread faster than I expected. Alex responded first, acting shocked, denying everything. "Bro, it's not like that." Anna's confused. "Don't throw away years of friendship over some misunderstanding." His voice shook, but I could hear panic underneath. I sent him the screenshots. After that, he went silent. Meanwhile, Julia and Megan tried damage control. Julia sent a long, guilt-tripping text. It wasn't our place to get involved. Anna was struggling, and we just wanted her to be happy. Don't blame her, blame the situation. Megan doubled down, calling me dramatic and saying, "If you'd paid more attention to Anna, maybe none of this would have happened." Steph, though, kept reaching out. She apologized again, said she'd felt terrible being in the middle, and offered to talk if I needed anything. The friend group splintered overnight. Half took Anna's side, the other half just disappeared. Our families found out when Anna called her sister, sobbing. Suddenly, her parents were texting me, urging me to be compassionate. My parents were furious, but mostly hurt. Anna had become like a daughter to them. Everywhere I turned, people were picking sides, or worse, telling me to move on. I'd never felt so alone. My world shrank to the four walls of our apartment, haunted by memories and betrayal. But deep down, a hard resolve started to grow. I needed to put myself first for once. I moved into a friend's spare room that weekend. Packing was brutal: photos, wedding gifts, little reminders of a life I thought I had. Anna begged me to stay, promised therapy, promised no more secrets. But every apology sounded rehearsed, every tear felt like damage control. Alex never reached out again. Word got around, he ghosted a few mutual friends, dropped out of our soccer group, and stopped showing up anywhere we used to go. Julia and Megan kept trying to spin the story. Relationships are complicated. You can't blame just one person. But nobody bought it. People drifted away from them. Even Steph, who had always seemed on the edge of that group, quietly blocked their numbers and sent me one last message. You deserved better from all of us. I hope you find peace. Family gatherings were tense. Anna's parents pushed for reconciliation. My mom just wanted me to eat and sleep. People love to give advice, move on, forgive, get revenge, find someone new. But it's not that easy. Most nights, I lay awake replaying everything. What I missed, what I could have done differently, what anyone could have done to stop this mess. Some days, I felt angry enough to throw everything out. Some day, I just felt empty. But in the silence, something shifted. I realized I was still standing. Bruised, yeah, but still here. And maybe, finally, I could start putting myself back together, even if I had to do it alone. When the divorce papers arrived, Anna begged for one last talk. She apologized again, her voice quieter, almost defeated. She swore she'd cut off Alex, as if that mattered now, that she'd change, that we could rebuild. For a second, I almost wavered. The history, the love, the habit of being together, hard to throw away. But I saw through it. It wasn't really about me. It was about her losing the stability, the image, maybe even the guilt catching up. I told her, you made your choices. I'm making mine. She cried, begged, and asked if I'd ever forgive her. I told her I'd try, for my own sake, but we were done. Alex never apologized. His silence was louder than any excuse. Julia and Megan faded away, busy rewriting their version of events. Some friends stepped up, others disappeared. My world felt smaller, but somehow cleaner. The fallout reached everyone. My parents kept their distance from Anna's family. Anna moved out, changed jobs, and tried to reinvent herself. Steph and I had coffee once, just two people picking up the pieces in their ways. She said, sometimes being honest means losing people, but it's worth it. She was right. In choosing myself, I lost the life I thought I wanted, but maybe gained the one I needed. It's been months now. I still have bad days, trust is harder, and some memories hit like a punch to the gut. I won't pretend I'm over it, or that forgiveness is easy. But I'm learning that betrayal says more about the betrayer than the betrayed. My self-worth isn't measured by someone else's choices. If you're reading this because you're suspicious or hurting, listen to your gut. Don't let anyone make you feel crazy for wanting the truth. Don't let people shame you into silence. Pain demands to be named before it can heal. To those who've been cheated on, your anger is valid, your grief is real, and you are not alone. Take your time. Don't rush into forgiveness or vengeance. Surround yourself with people who care, even if it's just one or two. Find things that remind you who you are outside the relationship. As for Anna, I hope she finds what she's looking for. I hope Alex learns what loyalty means. And me? I'm working on forgiving, mostly for my own sake, and letting go of who I thought I had to be. Maybe that's the twist no one saw coming. I'm not broken, just changing. If you made it this far, thanks for reading. Be kind to yourselves. Don't settle for less than honesty. You deserve it.